Hey everyone, it is Graham
And Stephanie.
and Steph, and today is what day?
Sunday, June 25th, 2023.
2023, and this is our 3-week NICU update
Yep,
on our babies.
Babies are 3 weeks old today.
3 weeks old today. It's
They
been
grow
3
up,
weeks
they
since
grow up
that
so fast.
crazy night where they really took us by surprise.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're just gonna we'll make this quick, but we'll kind of give you an update on each individual baby and how they're doing, and then maybe talk about highs and lows. Should we do highs and lows first and then talk about the babies? Let's do that.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I feel like they'll kind of be mixed together.
yeah, I would say. So what are some of our happies?
Our highs.
Our highs, happies and crappies.
Is it highs or lows and lows, or is it happies and crappies?
We'll do highs and lows to keep it clean.
Okay. Thank you. Well, I feel like this week was like the first time we've had like a consistent schedule with like going to go visit them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's worked really well.
For sure.
And I get extra holds because of it, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. 3 days out of the week, Stephanie goes twice.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. And yeah, you're there quite a while.
Yeah, I do.
So,
because sometimes I'll end up like pumping before and then pumping after, and it takes a long time.
yeah.
So, anyways.
That's pretty nice.
That's
one of your highs. I think one of my highs would just be, I don't know. I feel like it's the same thing, but I just feel like we've kind of gotten into a little bit of a routine.
Yeah.
And
Rhythm.
I mean, honestly, like probably the biggest high is that the babies are just doing really well.
Yeah.
Like they're growing. All of them are growing.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of them, we'll talk more about that later, aren't growing as much, but they're still doing very well.
Yeah.
And I think it's just really cool to always walk in to the NICU and the nurses and the doctors are just like, your babies are doing so well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really encouraging. And like our kind of joke is it's almost boring talking to the medical people because there's not a whole lot to talk about typically.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. That's definitely a big happy or a high for me, just how well they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're just they look a lot different, honestly, than when they were born, I'd say.
Yeah.
And they're just starting to look really cute.
They were cute before, but
they were really cute, but
they're so cute.
Yeah, I think they're getting so cute, and like they're all in their little swaddles and whatnot. So I've liked that a lot. I'm gonna move the table. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, I just think they're so stinking cute.
The nurses think they're super cute too.
Yeah. Honestly, I think one of the highs is just the whole staff at St. Joseph's continues to blow my mind too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll do a happy or a high low high sandwich, so we won't end on a low. So what's a low? Okay. What's one thing that's been hard this week?
Probably the Eliana's situation.
Yeah.
Which like, I don't know. It's kind of because it's not much different than like the other babies. Besides, like she's been having some feeding issues, and her digestive system just hasn't been handling it well. And the only difference, and I would say like every baby has had issues feeding and like to where they've been like puking, but I think the reason hers is different is because she had to get like an x-ray and then her intestines were inflamed, so then she had to stop food. So it's like it's different, but it's not too much different, I guess, if that makes sense. Like it's still kind of a similar issue, but just kind of stinks because she was doing really, really well.
Yeah.
And then I had to like just stop feeds altogether. I also didn't like having to see her have the IVs put back in again.
Yeah.
Because those are not fun.
That's for sure. The low of the week was Eliana, and I think that was the first time that I kind of teared up while walking out of the NICU. It was just kind of, and it was hard too because we saw it firsthand, I would say. Like I saw blood in her stool while I was changing her diaper, and it was like the first time I don't think it was the first time we've seen our child hurt because we saw Adeline go through. But it's just like anytime you see one of these little tiny babies that are so small and frail and they're hurt, it's just hard. And so it was really hard on me to see that. And
yeah, I think it hit me first with Adeline, and then it hit you with Eliana. And I feel like I was prepped a little bit more with Eliana.
Yeah, so
because it happened before.
I think we'll talk a little bit more about Eliana once we go over the babies. But that was the low for me too. And then I would just say maybe the other low is, I know we just talked about.
No, we're doing a sandwich. I thought.
Huh?
We're doing a high-low.
I was just gonna say
high sandwich.
And this is hilarious because we don't even have the babies here yet. But like,
oh man,
listener, there was like a motorcycle race right outside of our townhouse. But
jeez.
Anyways, another low, and this is hilarious because the babies aren't here yet, is sleeping. I just feel like we haven't figured that one out yet, just with pumping. And I've like tried twice now to go on like a modified biphasical sleeping schedule, if anyone knows what that is, where I like sleep like 4 hours.
I figured out sleeping, but yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get that part.
I lay down and I sleep.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
So we'll still, that's another low, but
yeah.
we're figuring it out. And then let's just do this one quick. Like, what's the one really happy thing that's happened?
Like, I don't know if there's like one big moment. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. I do know.
What?
Fisher got a snorkel off.
Yeah. Okay. We'll say that's our next. So Fisher, because he's had a little bit more trouble breathing than his sisters, has been wearing this like little trunk thing on his face.
And it covers his
He looks
entire,
like Bane off of Batman.
Yeah, it covers his face and his head, and you can't
But it's
see
off.
it, and that's off.
And he's doing great. I held him today, and his blood oxygen was great the whole time.
Yeah.
So.
He got different prongs in. I think that helps a lot because they stay.
Cool. So those are our highs, lows, and highs. And then now let's just talk about each baby and how they're doing. Do you want to start off with Adeline?
Sure. Another, I guess, a high with that is she got her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got her PICC line out, which is basically when they get it out when they are starting their full feeds breast milk, so they're getting all the nutrients through breast milk. And that's something that's like, it goes in through their arm and it goes like all the way like near their heart, which is crazy.
It's insane.
I like with how small they are, I don't understand how they can get that in there. It's crazy. But she got that out, and that's a really big step. And she was the last one to get it out. So that was really exciting.
That was cool for Adeline. And then I would just say for her, I just feel like they're all looking amazing. But
I know.
There was like one night specifically we came in, and she just like almost looked borderline chunky a little bit. Like,
yeah, she
filling
had
out,
like the double chin
which
going.
I mean, she's only like
really
2
cute.
pounds 9 ounces right now.
Yeah.
So she's still very small. But I don't know. It's like the first time I went in there, and I was like, our babies are getting a little chunky.
Yeah,
I love
they're
it.
getting bigger, yeah.
Our joke is that she's in the running to beat Harper for gaining weight.
She's still pretty far behind, though. I mean,
Harper's
it's
big.
all like ounces.
She's not even really that big.
No,
but.
she's not. But like she is.
And I would just say, I think my like special moment with Adeline this week, I think it was this week, was when I just kind of had my hand on her, or was that last week?
It's all blended together, honestly. I think we talked about it in the video that we did, which is why it sounds
but
funny,
I still just love her, and I love talking to her.
She like
I got a great video or photo of her almost like waving and putting her hand behind her head today. I'll share that in the video.
She's just like so chill, but like so cute. I don't know. Today, okay, I will say today, I think she got a bath today. And like their baths aren't like real baths, they're just like wipe downs more or less. Mm-hmm. But their hair gets so clean and fluffy. And today her hair was all fluffy, and it was so cute.
She had the flow going, no doubt.
Yeah, a little bit. It was cute. Anyways, all right.
We love little Addie Kate. She's doing great. Honestly, no scary situation with her this week.
I feel like I was talking to somebody about just like they're like breathing things. And she's the only one on high flow, and the only one that has stayed on high flow ever since. And she's doing so good with it.
It's crazy. So.
Yeah. Anyways.
It's Adeline. Okay. So I'll go to Eliana. We've already, our baby number B, Eliana, we've spoken about it a little bit. But yeah, unfortunately, we found blood in her stool this week, which is normal for preemies. Basically, their digestive systems are not ready yet.
Yeah, because they're not supposed to be eating yet.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be eating, but they are eating. They're on Stephanie's breast milk. And unfortunately, we found blood, which we found blood in Adeline's stool too, but that was a little while ago.
Yeah.
And
we don't actually know what the reason for that was because
No.
everything came back good.
so anyways, their first step is stopping all feeds and then getting x-rays done. And when it happened with Adeline, when we got her x-ray back, it came back completely clear.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, with Eliana, the wording they used was suspicious.
Yeah,
So, I can't say that word, though.
and then they said that's what the nurse said. But then
And then the doctor called
said
me,
it was
and she
inflamed.
said her intestines were inflamed. And so they take a very like proactive approach to it all, though.
Yeah,
and
they're very quick.
they're really quick. And so stopped feeds, went back to TMP. What was it called? TPN. And so it was just
Total
IV.
something nutrition.
Yeah, and she did great on it. And by her
she
third,
still had gained a little bit of weight.
yeah, she was even gaining weight on that. But I think by her third X-ray, so
yeah,
not even like 3. A full 48 hours later,
yeah,
it was completely clear.
Because she was also on antibiotics.
Yep, on antibiotics, and
it was good. So they started feeds again.
Reintroduced feeds slowly, a little bit slower this time, and she's doing great. Like no, she's.
I think she's almost at max
feeds again. Tonight we were there, and they said she's pooped like 3 times since starting feeds again, and all of them are clear.
Yeah.
And the only other thing, and it looked and sounded worse, but it was totally okay, is this next time they put her IV in, they did it through her head. Which
I didn't know that was a thing. So when I saw it, I was like, I'm sorry, what?
And they call it a unicorn.
Yeah.
But it's out now.
Yeah.
And she's doing great.
And she's cute.
I still think Eliana, more than any other one, is like the most curious baby. Like, you talk to her and she kind of just wakes up and will just like look around.
Yeah.
And I think other babies will look around, but then like they'll focus on you. I really feel like Eliana just kind of like
keeps looking around.
Yeah. And the other thing about Eliana that's a little bit unfortunate is she's still in her own pod. And hopefully
we thought that they were going to be moved all into the same pod.
Didn't
last
happen.
Night. You were really bummed about that earlier. I was a little bummed today.
I was a little bitter. I was ready to fight.
Anyways, there's other babies though. So
there's other babies, but she's doing great.
Yeah.
So that's Eliana, and that was our biggest scare. And if that's the hardest thing we have to go through in NICU, like that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Next baby.
Linnea.
I
was gonna say honestly, there's not much to talk about, but she is on CPAP now, and she was on NIPBC.
NIVPP. We'll just say that.
No, it ends with the C. I don't know. It ends with the C. Anyways, it does. It ends with the C. It's on that paper.
Okay.
But anyways, she's on CPAP now.
So I can tell the weights currently of each one. Would that be kind of fun?
We'll just
do it at the very
end. Yeah. Okay. I almost have it memorized, but not quite. Anyways, so she's on CPAP, and that's huge because she was on the other one for a while, because she was, aside from Fisher, she's probably the next one that struggles a little more with breathing.
Yeah.
Because I think she's still on like a higher level of CPAP and has had to like up it. But I mean, the fact that all of them are on CPAP, I've heard even nurses say like that's incredible.
Yeah.
Even the fact that they're already on it now. So that's pretty cool. But other than that,
and she's just so stinking cute. When you hold her, she is the most, like, I swear every other one,
she dreams
you
and
hold them
twitches,
and they just kind of like veg out and just pass out and breathe. But she more than,
I mean, she's relaxed.
She is relaxed, but she just twitches and like,
all over the place.
She makes a lot of squeaks. It's so stinking cute. So, love that little booger. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Linnea's cute. I think that's it for Linnea.
Nothing crazy.
And then Fisher, our boy, my boy, me and him against all you women in the house. But he's doing, it was crazy. Like, as soon as he was born, they put him on the trunk snorkel Bane mask looking thing. And he got off of it probably like a week after being born.
Yeah, maybe not even that.
Yeah. And so we just thought that was like in the past.
Yeah.
And then they put it back on him last week.
Something like that, yeah.
And it's fine because it's giving him the oxygen he needs. But it is hard because you can't really see his face. You can't see him, yeah. Yeah, and so... When
I saw it taken off the other day, I got so excited.
Yeah.
And, this is actually kind of a funny story. and I was gonna hold him that day, and I got a picture taken of me holding him, and I sent it to you with those red exclamation points and the picture. That was it.
Yep.
And you said, "Ha, is that Linnea?"
It's already getting them
So
confused.
apparently they look very similar to each other.
Yeah. But, oh, man.
But anyways, it made my heart really happy when I saw it taken off.
It's off now, and he's breathing great. Like, I held him today. And this is actually kind of funny. Stephanie held him last night. Or was it 2 nights?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago. And I guess with preemies, sometimes they get so comfortable and, like, relaxed.
They don't take deep breaths.
They don't take deep breaths. And luckily we were close to, like, a full hour hold with.
Yes.
But he just kept on, like, being lazy because he's so comfortable on his mom's chest that they had to put him back in the little incubator thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I did hold him today, and he doesn't relax as much with me. And
he's all tensed up.
His oxygen
but it was still
great
good. Yeah.
the whole time. So he's doing great. He's looking so stinking.
I think those new prongs, I think are very helpful too for him.
It's awesome. And love him. Mm-hmm. Harper, our last one.
Harper, this is where we'll start with the weights. And
Okay,
then we'll talk about the weights.
Hold on.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, keep talking about Harper.
Okay. Harper, there's not really anything crazy besides the fact that she's still the biggest, and she weighed in at 2 pounds 13.2 ounces today.
How much?
2 pounds 13.2 ounces.
She's
Which,
a big
like,
girl.
Yeah, I mean that's she's getting close to 3 pounds, which is crazy. I feel like when they hit the 3 pound mark, I'm gonna be like, oh.
I had a friend ask who my favorite is so far, and I said it's a competition. Whoever hits 3 pounds first is going to be my favorite. So Harper is really,
Excuse me.
she's getting there. So
Yeah. But anyways,
there's
not really a whole lot to talk about.
not a lot has
Harper.
happened with Harper in terms of bad stuff, which is great
good.
and a blessing.
She's had like some like spit ups and stuff, but
She's doing.
she hasn't really had to be like back down on like feeds or anything like that, even from that. So that's good.
No, she's doing really well.
Yeah.
So
I think her hair was looking darker today to me. I don't know. I don't know if it
she's
actually
our
was,
most
but
blonde.
yeah, she's super blonde.
Yeah, she's a cutie.
She's
They're all.
cute.
And I think kind of the funniest thing about Harper is she's definitely the one who like gets out of her swaddle the most.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Today she was swallowed, and then when I got there, she had it like it just ended up looking like a sash because she busted her legs and her arms out and like got it all bundled up. It's really funny.
She's doing great though. So really, besides a little scare with Eliana, all of them are doing fantastic, and it's just such a blessing. So I'll go over their weights real quick.
Okay. I already said Harper's. Go backwards.
Harper was 2 pounds 13.2
That's what I said.
ounces. Yep. And then I found a baby picture instead. Hold on.
You what?
I accidentally clicked on a baby picture. Okay, Fisher. Fisher is 2 pounds 9.8 ounces.
And he's not even. I don't think he's the second. Oh no, I think he is the second heaviest.
I think so. We'll find out. Linnea is 2 pounds 6.4 ounces.
She's always been one of the smallest.
And then Eliana she is 2 pounds 5 ounces. So she's still above her birth weight, but definitely the smallest.
And I think because
of losing a little bit.
Yeah, because she wasn't eating for a couple days.
And then we have Adeline, and she is 2 pounds 9 ounces.
Yeah, so Fisher's a little bit bigger than he
heavier
is.
than.
Which Adeline was second for a while. And then Fisher decided he wanted to surpass
Honestly,
her, I
though,
guess.
Adeline might be first in terms of cuteness.
I know.
She's so stinking cute.
I think it's because you can see her mouth because she's got her feeding tube in her nose versus in her mouth.
Oh,
And you can actually see like the majority of her face.
goodness.
I think when they all get their feeding tubes switched, it'll be different.
So, anyways.
Right, stop looking at the pictures of them.
Yeah.
Focus. This is way longer than we wanted it to, but that's the updates.
That's the updates on the babies. They're doing great. I would say we're doing well. We're just figuring out still kind of schedule, but we're getting there. And just in case if people didn't know, how long are they going to be in NICU? Short answer is their due date, their original due date, which is September 1st. And then our plan is still to go back to Washington in mid-September-ish, right around there. So other than that, I would just say we say thank you, right? Just we continue to have so many people reaching out to us, checking in, and we appreciate that so much. We know we have a lot of people praying for us and for the babies, which is more important. And we ask that you guys would continue to do so. And yeah, we're just blown away by everyone's kindness and generosity in this all. It means so much to us.
Yeah.
And we're in love with these little kiddos. I'll say this: we went to church today, and I was just sitting there, and I like saw all these little kids around the sanctuary, and I just was like, "Dang, I miss our kids." I like kind of want to leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Leave so we can go see them.
Yeah, but
I feel like you can never spend enough time with them either. And also, even when we're like holding, you're holding one, and there's 4 others you're not holding, and you're like, oh.
Yep.
So, anyways, dividing time is tough.
Dividing time, divide and conquer.
But at least I get to 3 days out of the week. I get to have 2 hold times.
Yeah. But yeah,
nice.
I think that's it for this video. This is shorter. We're only getting shorter. That's great. That's good news.
We were like, let's try and keep it like 5 minutes. It's been like, what, 20?
Maybe. But
oh my gosh.
Thanks for watching. And we love you guys. And that's it for this one. Until next time. Toodles. Bye.
We're so bad at...